guys, it is Moo Jackson here, and I wanted to just take a moment. I am making some barbecue pulled pork in my Instapot. So first of all, I want to let you know that I buy my meat at Costco. It's a pretty good price, and this makes 3 meals for me. So I know it's like, it looks expensive, $25.97 for the pack. I get pork, shoulder, country style, boneless ribs, and I just feel like that this meat, it just gets more tender and it shreds better than getting like a whole entire like pork shoulder. So pork shoulder, country style ribs, boneless, and there's a huge pack of them, and you can see I only use a quarter of the pack for tonight's dinner, and I'm going to feed about 6 or 7 people with it, depending upon who eats. So that's what I use as the meat. And then this is my favoriteest barbecue sauce of all time, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, original flavor. That really does matter. And the first thing I do is I put my Instapot on saute, see the saute button, so that the bottom of it gets really hot. And I put in a little bit of olive oil at the bottom, and I brown the ribs. I just put them in. There's no amount of time. I just want it to kind of get brownish all over. Flip them a couple times. And after I feel that they're pretty brown, which is basically right now, what I do is I add a cup of water to the bottom, all over, and then once the water is in there, the water goes first because I'm gonna put a little bit of barbecue sauce on just for the barbecue flavor right now, but I'm not gonna put all of my barbecue sauce. I would say about a half a cup, just to put it on the top of it, and then I'm gonna spread it all around while it cooks. Not very much. Okay, about that much. And then, sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. Just basically spread it all over the top of it. And this is just going to give it a little bit of flavor while it cooks. And the reason why I don't add all my barbecue sauce right this minute is because I don't like my pulled pork to be super saucy and soupy, like just all wet and sitting in juice. I personally don't like it like that. If you like it like that, you can add all of your barbecue sauce right now. And then when it's all done, you can shred up the pork. It'll be nice and tender, but it'll be super saucy and soupy in there. This is how I do it. This is how I like it. So what happens now is I'll put the lid on. Where's my lid? Here it is. Okay. I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to push, let me show you, this button right here. The meat stew button. That's the button I'm going to push on my Instapot. Okay? When it's done, I'm going to drain this in a strainer so that all the juices come out. And then I'm going to shred it with 2 forks. And then I'm going to put a bunch more of this barbecue sauce on the shredded cooked meat. Stir it up and put it on keep warm right here. Put the lid back on it, and it will just make the barbecue sauce warm, and it will be done. So that isn't going to be part of this video though. Remember, at the top you're going to turn this to sealing, not venting. Okay, and then now that it's been on saute this whole time, I'm going to turn it off, and then I'm going to press the meat stew button. It's going to take a little bit of time to pressurize, and then it's going to start counting down the minutes. So it says on. The reason I'm going through this part is because some people get confused and they have problems. So when you first push a button, it'll tell you the time, and then it will go to on. While it says on, it's pressurizing. Just leave it alone. You don't have to try to open it up and see what's going on inside there. Just leave it alone, okay? When it pressurizes, and you can see that I have this on high pressure It's on normal setting. Once it pressurizes, you'll see 35 on the screen. And then it will start counting down the minutes. 34, 33, 32, all the way till it gets to 0, and it will beep, 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 beep. At that point, once it's all done, it has pressurized and it has cooked the 35 minutes, that's when you can turn this vent on the top to venting. And all the pressure will come out and it will be like psh, just everywhere. So be careful for your face and hands and everything else. This little pin right here at the top will pop up once the pressure is done being let out. Then, at that point, you can turn the lid and open it. And that's when you can drain it and shred it and add the rest of your barbecue sauce. And then put the lid back on and keep it warm for a while until you're ready to serve it. And you will have barbecue pulled pork. No, this is not FTDI. No, this is not keto. This barbecue sauce has sugar in it. It has a bunch of junk in it. And it has calories and all the bad stuff. But this is for like if you wanted to have I don't call it a cheat meal, I call it a free choice meal. If you want to have a free choice meal, or if you want to bring something simple and easy that's really yummy and tasty to work parties or parties with your friends, potlucks, whatever, this would be a great thing to bring. All right, well, if you have any questions, put them in the comments and then I will definitely answer them. Happy cooking!